Dehydrated mushrooms really do make a very great meat replacement. There's a few things that happen in dehydrated mushrooms that make them more fibery, have more of a bite, more of a chew that resembles closer to beef than just about anything. Now in 2017, the James Beard Foundation launched what they called the Blended Burger Project, which was essentially an initiative to invite chefs from around the world to create a blended burger using at least 25% mushrooms with real ground beef. The intent was for people to still be able to eat a burger, have hopefully a better burger that had less beef but the same amount of filling and consistency. Some of these burgers looked absolutely incredible, but unfortunately, they still had ground beef in them. Now, the one thing that I've been really experimenting with recently is using dehydrated mushrooms for meat, and wow, does it really work. But today I wanted to show you my own blended burger. This trick will work for any plant-based burger. Today we're gonna be using Beyond Burger, but you could throw these in Impossible Burgers. You could throw the dehydrated and rehydrated mushroom mix into even my TVP burger that I have, my TVP recipe. Essentially, all we're gonna do is we're going to rehydrate our mushrooms in a broth mixture. Now, you could do a simple broth mixture just using a beef flavored broth mix like this one here. Now, this beef flavored broth doesn't include any beef. This is 100% vegan. You could find quite a few of these. This one you can find at just about any Asian market. There is Better Than Bouillon. There's a load of different beef broths that have no real beef in them. They're just all veggie. So you can rehydrate using any beef mix, which is probably gonna be the easier one, or you can make your own like what we're gonna be making today. First, let's start with 2 cups of water in a saucepan, 1 tablespoon of mushroom extract or mushroom seasoning, 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 teaspoon molasses, ½ teaspoon liquid smoke, ½ teaspoon garlic powder, ½ tablespoon soy sauce. I'm probably gonna add about a handful or like a cup filled of dried shiitake mushrooms. This is overflowing, but it's really about a cup of the dried mushrooms. Once you dump the mushrooms in, turn the heat to low, throw a cover on, and let them simmer for about 20 minutes. You're immediately going to get a whiff of like a meaty, almost burger-like smell. It's gonna be wild because you haven't even started cooking the burgers yet. Okay, so the mushrooms are done. They're done hydrating. So essentially you just wanna end up with about 4 ounces of rehydrated mushrooms. That's gonna be about 25% of our 16 ounces of burger. Hey gang, let me tell you a little bit about today's sponsor. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in your creativity. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning no ads, and they're always adding new premium classes so you could stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And with an annual subscription, it's less than $10 a month. Now, if you've been watching along, you know I've taken a bunch of Skillshare classes, everything from making the best cup of coffee, creating merch, branding. I've done product photography. They all have been fantastic and helped me along my journey. Now today I'm starting a class by Thomas Frank. He's a YouTuber, author, and entrepreneur. The class is Productivity for Creatives. Build a system that brings out your best. Now this class takes you through everything from creating that professional mindset, building the perfect environment for productivity, and even flexing your creative muscles. This is one that I am really excited to get through. So gang, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in the description below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Thanks Skillshare, I love Skillshare. So we have our 1/4 pound of rehydrated shiitakes. I'm just gonna mince these up. Now you can throw them in a blender or food processor for just a moment. If you don't wanna do that, I'm just gonna do it by hand and just mince them into a fine mince. We wanna be able to add them into the burger without really changing the texture much. These should give the burger a little bit more of a bite, a little bit more density, but we don't want big chunks of mushrooms that you have to chew on when you eat your burger. Now at this point we have a nicely inconsistent mince. Now what I mean by nicely inconsistent is there's some big pieces and small pieces. It's minced fairly well, but the inconsistency is a good thing. I wasn't trying to make this perfect. So at this point all we're gonna do is just throw this into a very lightly oiled skillet. Now I'm just talking about maybe a teaspoon of olive oil, and I'm gonna wipe that through, and we're just gonna kind of give this a quick brown for just a minute or 2 in the skillet. These mushrooms smell so wild. Smells like right off the grill. Ugh, it's just perfect. Now all that did was just kind of sear in the rest of that flavor and kind of dried up the exterior of the mushroom. That's gonna allow our plant-based mix to stick to the mushrooms, make it an even better burger. Now at this point, I'm gonna add Beyond Burger. Now this is a refrigerator thawed Beyond Burger, so it's very cold. These mushrooms have kind of just cooled down to room temperature at this point. Man, Beyond definitely needs a better way for their packages to open. And then give it a nice mix to mix in all of these mushrooms, and they should fold in wonderfully into this mix. So now at this point, we're just going to make 5 quarter-pound burgers. We should get dead on to the quarter pound. And then there you go, we were able to stretch our pound of Beyond Meat into 5 quarter-pound burgers. So we essentially got 1 extra burger by doing this, and we've added a ton of flavor right off the bat before we've even cooked them. So I'm just gonna season these incredibly simple. We're just gonna do some kosher salt and fresh cracked black pepper. I'm gonna throw these in an iron skillet, sear them both sides, throw them on our burger, add our toppings, and then, OMG, look at this, an insane upgraded, the Beyond Veggie Burger. Okay, so Monica already loves the Beyond Burger. It's one of your favorite burgers, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so really this test is to see if this made it better.
Okay, all right, here we go. Cheers. It's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'll eat this all day and all night.
Mm-hmm.
Meaty bite.
And a little bit more chew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The meaty bite. Definitely added a meatier bite, a little bit more chew, and you get that extra smoky, meaty mushroom flavor. Mm-hmm. Added umami.
Really good. Good job.
Thanks, baby.
Mm-hmm.